Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Yeah, big up to you all. Hope you're all doing well. Just had the Mateo Joseph. Just had the power nap not too long ago, so we're all fit, ready, raring to go. Big up to you all. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. Now, I've not had a chance yet to see. The reason I wasn't on there was just looking at the Pope stuff. Adam Pope, I don't know, like I need to have a look at it, but yeah, I've spoke about it. I've spoke about it on here many times, and you get shots for it, but I need to listen to the piece first before I even comment on it. But I've spoke about it many times about say it for what it is. So, for example, whilst they were away in Germany, Somerville was at the back of the line and had his hood up, and people perceived that as him having an attitude. Look at him, he's got his hood up at the back. Why? Ask yourself why. So I can't comment at this time. Someone's just like tweeted me and that as well, but I can't really comment at this time. But there is a lot of unconscious bias goes on that people sometimes don't even realise. And it wasn't until I went to university and did youth and community work and learnt about these things and social and society that you start to really unpick this stuff. And it's quite telling with what's going on in the world right now. Yeah, anyway, I can't really, because I've not had a chance. I wish I'd have watched it beforehand so I could speak properly on the matter. And I know people will be watching this saying, what are you on about? But yeah, anyway, we moved, don't we? I feel like I shouldn't move because it needs addressing, but I've not seen it, so I can't really address it. Does that make sense? I've only just seen London Leeds' tweet and then been like, what's this? And then pressed, and then I'm like, shit. And then it went live. So yeah. Anyway, let's get back to this video, and then we'll speak about that on another video probably, if indeed it needs to be spoken about. It might not need to be spoken about. It might not be anything. I've not had a chance yet. Right, okay, smash a like and subscribe on the video, please. Transfer alert, says the professor. Big up to Tony M. Have we updated news? I believe so. There's been a new player linked, but I'm going to pour water on it. Do you know what as well? I got some mad-ass comment earlier on, and I feel like I should address it. Because you know I like to. But let me get to it. Let me find it. Right, okay, this is it. Big up to Richard. Must I say I have enough of your negativity now, Joe? Perhaps Marate should consult with you before making any decisions. If you know him, and if he's watching, Marate, please do consult with me in future. You are just depressing now, and I don't support Leeds to be depressed. You're supporting the wrong club. You cannot fairly judge something when you are not in the possession of the facts. If that's the case, we might as well turn the channel off now and no longer make any content creation until we find the facts. The facts are that you'll never find out the facts, so you can only speculate. All we can do as fans is judge the owners once the window shuts on whether we get promoted. No, I can judge them at any single moment that I want. If we get promoted, but they do something batshit crazy, I'm not going to go, oh, we'll just leave it till end of season. Everyone is entitled to an opinion, which he says, fair enough, and as a content creator, especially you, it doesn't make me more or less greater of an opinion, so I don't agree with that bit, but I hear what he's saying. But your negativity is overwhelming, and I'm blocking your content from my feed. Now, thank you for that. Next time, just block. Like, we don't need to know why you've left. Like, just leave. You know, don't let the door hit you on the way out. That's all I'll say. But I do think there's some comments within that I disagree with, so I've just thought I'd address it. And if anyone is not wanting to be depressed, then I would probably say don't support Leeds United. It's probably your best bet. You know what I mean? But I support, yeah, like, if you're not like what, I don't need to know why, if I'm honest, because I'm not really asked, mate. But yeah, thanks for giving me the heads up anyway, and I hope you get what you need elsewhere. Because once the season starts and Leeds start winning and all that sort of stuff, you won't find a more positive Leeds fan, to be honest. So you'll be back. It is what it is. Afternoon, everybody. Afternoon, Joe. Let's make sure we have all paid our rent. Yes, please do smash a like on the video. Afternoon, bro. Give us the good news. I will try. Morning, Joe. Let's get some incomings today. Morning. It's afternoon, man. Feeling spoiled today. Early Joe stream, corner video, Joe Blackburn stream, back into the main man stream now. Big up to you, mate. And guess what? Doesn't stop there, because live tonight at 8 o'clock, we've got a bumper championship preview with Mr. Benjamin Bloom himself. Transfer alert. Cannot wait for this one. Good. I'm glad. Craziness. Do you know what? I just want to watch this clip, because I'm being sent it now. So let me watch this clip, please, on what's doing the round. Okay. Adam Pope speaking on Crescencio Somerville. Our reaction to the departure. We all expected it. Yeah, that's fair enough. Just listening to it now. Yeah, they're just talking about the price now, saying it's worth more. No, it didn't cost very much. Worth more than what we got for him, which is fair enough. Pope is not unhappy. An attitude issue. And now we're saying, I'm amazed he got player of the season. That's not the main thing. It's the attitude issue. Look, it's revisionism at its best. And you expect better from such a big publication, because to start saying now I'm surprised he got player of the season, and that is just rubbishing what he's done anyway for the football club. And the attitude issues, if we're being totally honest, and I've said it myself, I have also said he had attitude issues when we were told from the manager, Jesse Marsh, way back when. However, he clearly, over time, you can see that this was a guy that was just full of potential and clearly backed himself. The guy went to Bielsa when he wasn't playing and wanted a loan, and at that point, because I was very much, and I can only speak on my own experience, very much like, who does this kid think he is, yada yada yada, he's clearly got attitude issues, da da da. Now, over time, what we've clearly established is that isn't the case. And maybe Pope is just relaying back to what Jesse Marsh has said after the fact. I can't comment though, really, on that. I don't think. Well, I can't even say that because I am a middle-aged. I'm a middle-aged at 36, white male. Do you know what I mean? But I can understand why, and I've seen it. I've said to people before on this very show, and being absolutely bashed for it when people talk about certain players of certain ethnicities being lazy, not caring, and all this sort of stuff. I've called it out on my show before, and I get battered for it. I've said it on this show myself, and it's comments that probably don't need to be made. He's gone. He gave us everything to sit. I think it's unfair to say that he had attitude issues, because when was that last season? If someone can explain to me at what point last season Crescencio Somerville had an attitude problem, I'll have a conversation about it. But I do not remember one time. Do not remember one time. And to then come out with all the whole thing of, oh, I'm so shocked that he got player of the season and all that sort of shit. That's revisionism at its finest, isn't it? He was the best player in the division by a country mile. But it is what it is. Yeah, anyway. We'll move on from that. Smash a like and subscribe to the greatest Leeds channel. The grind never stops. Top work as always, says Mark Story. Big up to Mark Story. Jordan Rayner says, yes, Joe, looking forward to the stream later with Benjamin Bloom. Yeah, I listened to his 24 to number 1 championship predictions, and I'm gonna make some notes myself, because we're not gonna go through all the team and all this sort of stuff. I'm just gonna pick out some teams that I want to have a conversation with him about. and then we'll just go from there. The grind never stops. Yeah, afternoon, everyone. You're all good, Joe. Give us the juice. I will try. Busy man these days, Joe. Thanks for your dedication. Thank you for watching. Be no point doing it, would there, if you didn't watch? Loving the chance to catch you live. Loving the chance to entertain you live, Andy. But doesn't everyone though, Jody? Like, what's your point there? You do realise that he gave us all of, like, that's so unfair. Anyway, 100% Tyler. This is the facts. This is the facts. 100%. You bang on the money, brother. Bang on the money. And people don't even realise, and then when you say it, they go, whatever, but unfortunately it's ingrained. It's ingrained within society from those at the top of the tree. Do you know, I've been watching a lot of her lately, Akala, just because Akala is so amazing rapper, director, educator, bloody, like everything. And he speaks so well. And yeah, I put out a post yesterday on my Instagram saying they want this. The powers that be want this, genuinely. They want this. Those at the top want what's happening in the world right now. Don't let them win. Do not let them win. Honestly, do not let them win is all I will say. Anyway, let's go. Guy needs to... Yeah, it is. 1 second, I'm just catching up. I don't either, Carl, to be honest. I just call bullshit when I see it. I genuinely don't think I'm negative. I don't, honestly. Like I said, I'm so excited for the season. I think we're going to fine, and I think we're going to smash it and all this sort of stuff. But yeah, it is what it is. People don't understand. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I don't mind that you don't want to watch, cool, but just boom. Joe, please take down that picture of Rutter. It's bad luck, as we've seen. No, because I haven't had no grey stuff. Oh, I had the grey. Nah, that's good luck. That's Farker. That's good luck, surely. Oh, don't make me lose that as well. Don't let me lose that as well. Yeah, not coming across as negative, but we shouldn't even be looking at centre-back options when there's more pressing priorities. Just putting feelers out. And do you know what? We'll talk on that centre-back, white male. It doesn't make you racist. No, okay. Jack, no one's saying that, bro. Let me just qualify what I'm saying. It's hard for me to speak on whether or not that can be perceived as being racist. Because in some scenarios it can. My point is, I'm saying to you, Jack, in response to that, and that's why I've asked for the evidence on it, anyone who says that Somerville had an attitude problem this season, where's the evidence? I've said it myself previously because my manager, Jesse Marsh, at the time said it. This season, I don't see no evidence of it. So that's why it's like, it's an easy trope to put out there. It's an easy trope. Well, he's got an attitude problem. That's why it can be... Hang on a minute. Why? And then... again, this is where I cannot speak, because if a person of colour sees that and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, lazy again, here we go again, and that's what I say to you is like, I don't care. I've called it out on this channel before because people witness it, and I'm telling you now, I seen a post on social media on about like, there was a picture of him on the plane. There was a picture of him on the plane going to Germany, and right at the back was Somerville with his hood up. And he was getting stick off one account on Twitter, and I just looked and I thought, why? I wonder if Dan James was at the back with his hood up, he'd be saying he had an attitude problem and he's at the back and he don't want to be here. That's the point. So I can't speak on it. I can't. But if you are a person of colour and you see that, it's like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. You know, it's mad. But it's all narrative and things that we are that's spun. It's spun by the media. Like I was saying, if you want to educate yourself, go check out Akala, man. It's powerful stuff. It's powerful stuff. He makes a great point. But anyway, big up to Lee Gunner Crew in the chat as well. People were saying he called you out, and I was thinking, what's he calling me out for? Why is he calling me out? What have I done? But yeah, Lee called you out. What did he call me out for? What do you mean? What did he call me out for? Yeah. Yeah, man, Sterling knows. I don't think Lee did call me out. These are on the wind up, surely. I don't know what he's saying. Lee Raid. Lee didn't call you out, did he? He just said he just gave me the raid. So these people are on the wind up. They're trying to instigate. Listen, Lee Gunner, when it comes to work rate, no one will match that guy. No one will match that guy. He's relentless. I've even tried. I've looked and gone, do you know what? I'm gonna have a go at that, and tried in the Euros, and it killed me. It killed me. So yeah, it is what it is. Big up to Lee Gunner. Big up to the Rat Army. Big up to you all. And please do subscribe. We're nearly at 31k. Like, that'd be amazing. Big up to Obi for putting it right. Big up to you. Anyway, right, let's get into the news now. Let's move on after that. It was like thrust upon, but I think it's worth speaking about. Right, okay, let's chat about it then. We're going to chat about Johnny Rowe first and foremost, because it's been reported that Leeds United target will cost at least 15 million for Leeds United to get from Norwich. So we've come forward with an offer. We've come forward with an offer of 7 million. Okay, now I don't know if that offer's actually been tabled yet, but it's going to be dismissed by Norwich. But obviously, you don't go in first hand. You don't go in first hand with 10 million, do you? Because they're going to reject it regardless, and then try and that'd be your starting point, wouldn't it? That would be your starting point. Now, from there, from the 7 million, now I'm going to say, the chat's popping off, right? But stop putting silly shit in there, because I'm going to have to turn it off if you do, because it's taking my focus away from what I'm trying to do. So what I'm going to do is just move it over there. There we go. So Leeds United have come forward with a fee of around 7 million, which was quickly dismissed by Norwich. They want at least double that. It's not going to cost that. I think if Leeds United can come in with a bid for Johnny Rowe, starting at around about 10, and have it increasing, maybe with add-ons towards 15, you could be looking at it. Because ultimately, it's clear Johnny Rowe fancies a move now, fancies progressing his career, and probably doesn't feel he can do that with Norwich City. No disrespect to Norwich City, by the way, but obviously no more parachute payments. Gabby Sarah leaving, this talk of Josh Sargent leaving. Is Johnny Rowe looking at it, regardless of how much he loves Norwich, having come through there, etc., and I believe he's a local, is he actually looking at that going, yeah, this is the place where I need to be? Maybe not. He wants to progress with his career. We've all seen the video clip where he was specifically asked which grounds you've played at Elland Road, you've played at Anfield, you've played at Old Trafford. Which do you like? He mentioned Anfield always being a great atmosphere. Man United, that was amazing. But he did say Leeds is the loudest I've ever played in. He said it made me want to be on the other side, i.e. be in Leeds United colours, so I could feel that, imagine it. That's my dream. So when Leeds come a knocking, then what's he going to do? His ears are going to prick up. I know it's that old trope where people go, as soon as Leeds were interested, I jumped at the chance. But you feel that could be the case with Johnny Rowe. We'll have had conversations with him, regardless of what people are saying about tapping up, etc. Of course, you speak to a player before any bid's gone in. Otherwise, it's pointless. Do you know what I mean? So we'll have had conversation with Johnny Rowe's people, which has then obviously alerted Leeds United to the situation. He's only got a year left, da-da-da-da-da. Leeds United come in, bid 7 million. Obviously, this line of they don't need to sell, they've just sold Gabi Sara. We as Leeds fans call BS anyway, because we were told the same when Gray went, when Somerville went, and there still might be one key sale yet. So I think that Sara means nothing because they don't have parachute payments anymore. So again, it's like, right, we're going to have to, what's that saying? We're going to have to do the cloth accordingly. I forgot what it's called. I don't know why I'm tying a shoelace when I say that. But yeah, trim our cloth accordingly. No. You know what I'm trying to say without trying to say it. It's like when I used to say baby with the bathwater and always get it wrong. But hey ho. Now, before I do go any further, can we just... let me just quickly get up the sponsor. Sponsor of the Just Joe Football Show watch-alongs is, of course, Football Prizes, absolute legends of the game. However, what we're going to do is just mention it now, and the reason I'm going to mention it is because they've got a prize for this weekend's game against Portsmouth. There's also a prize for the Middlesbrough game and some signed memorabilia from Willie Nonto himself. But before, yeah, there's no point in me running that competition, the main prize, while the game's on, because the game's on, you've already missed the opportunity. So let's quickly do that now. Football prizes, it is just £3.95, folks, £3.95. So less than a price of coffee at Costa these days. You can win 2 times hospitality tickets to Leeds United versus Portsmouth on the opening day. Alongside that, there's 4 instant win prizes as well. Yes, 4. So if you don't win the top prize, you still could go see us play on, I think it's Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday at 8 o'clock against Middlesbrough. So if you don't win the top prize, there's still the opportunity you could do that. So I am going to bang the link into the chat now for you, which means it will be pinned. And I'm going to do that for you now. So that is pinned at the top of the chat. Cut our cloth accordingly. There we go, Nick and Dr. Cox, big up for that. So yeah, you can win a match day experience. So you'll get in the football prizes box. You can go watch Leeds versus Portsmouth on the opening day. And as a match-going fan, before I started doing my watch-alongs on a regular basis, you cannot beat the opening day fixture. It is absolutely phenomenal. The sun's always shining. The beer guards are open. Everyone's in the brand new shirts. Everyone's pumped because it's the first game of the new season. There is no better experience. And what better way to experience that than in a box at Leeds United with the Football Prizes crew. So £3.95 a ticket. There are 199 available. The link is pinned in the chat. And I'm also, because I forgot to do it at the start, so let me quickly do that now, is also put it in the... description. There you go. So it's in the description as well. £3.95 a ticket. There has already been... I don't know how many there is. What's that? Oh, there's 165 tickets available. I couldn't tell you the math on that. I ain't got quick maths at this moment in time. All you need to do is answer who is the current Leeds manager, and of course it is Alan Pardew. So yeah, football prizes, link in the description, link in the chat. Get amongst it. You know, you can, if you haven't got a ticket for this weekend, £3.95 might get you one for that game. And if you don't win that, you can win one for Middlesbrough as well. Also, folks, again, doing the rounds is the Bobby Clark link. Leeds have made contact with Liverpool. I do believe this contact was weeks back from when it was initially reported by Dave Kopp about Pep Lijnders RB Salzburg making a bid at around about £6 million. That was knocked back. They expect IB Salzburg to go back in. We've registered an interest, and I think that's as far as it'll go. I don't see that happening. Bobby Clark, I know we've spoken about him just briefly. I don't see it happening. Now, I do want to talk on the defender that's been linked, Freiburg defender Bruno Ogbus, on the radar of Leeds United. I'm not going to sit here. Don't know nothing about him at all. Nothing about him at all. Having spoke with Lockie. Lockie said, yeah, he's the type of centre-back I guess we would need, young profile, etc. Leeds have emerged as one of his suitors. Freiburg teenage centre-back Bruno Ogbus. This is according to reports at Sky Sports journalist Dennis Bayer. Apparently, Forest are also interested. However, there has been a since development, if I'm being honest, which sort of like blows Leeds United out of the water. So it's one that's probably not going to happen. Is that AC Milan have now submitted an official bid for the talented defender Bruno Ogbus in a low single-digit million range. Freiburg have rejected immediately, as the 18-year-old is not for sale. Ogbus is expected to gain first-team experience in the Bundesliga this season. So I think as quick as Bruno Ogbus was linked, you can say, nah, nada, it ain't going to happen, is it? Because AC Milan want him, Freiburg want to play him in the Bundesliga, and Nottingham Forest are interested. So guess what? We ain't in. And I don't even think it'd be that. It wouldn't be that. Definitely not. It'd be a first-team player, because obviously Freiburg want to play him in the Bundesliga. So clearly he's way on with his development. He'd be coming in to start, or would he start? I'm not too sure. Yeah, you hear what it is. So yes, as we say, unlink him. That's a good one. So any links now you see about Bruno, just because what'll happen is that one now, like Torner Iron, that you'll get that peddled for the next 3 or 4 or 5 days, but it ain't gonna happen, folks. Because if Freiburg want to be honest, John, it wasn't Florian that mentioned him, mate. It wasn't Florian that mentioned him, mate. It was a different Sky Sports reporter who made the initial link to Leeds United. It was Dennis Bayer. I'll show you. It was actually Dennis Bayer that said it. I'll translate that. Update: Leeds and Nottingham Forest are also monitoring the development, at which point then Florian Plettenberg said, no, he's going to AC Milan and Freiburg. And we do not need a defender, right? Says Tijan. I'm assuming, Tijan, you might think this, because I can see you've got an Arsenal top on. And Lee Gunners sent you here. So do you think that this... I'm a Leeds fan, bro, so we probably do need one. Yeah. We definitely would need one. But I'm assuming... Yeah. Now, Jamie, I think, yeah, maybe they've put the feelers out. Because obviously if there's an amazing player available, and clearly he's got loads of potential, because you don't have AC Milan, Freiburg wanting to play you in the Bundesliga if you're 18-year-old, if you're bad. So Leeds were thinking, maybe we can get a deal done on the cheap. But in terms of what we need right now, yeah, I'm with you, mate. I don't understand it either. I mean, centre-back. No, we probably don't, though, either, mate, to be honest. Yeah, you might as well leave Debayo. Brilliant. Class. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, he's tweeted after that fact, as Florian Plettenberg. He did say, 1 second, I'll just quickly put this one up as well. He did say, understand that Leeds and Forest are also interested. Both clubs are monitoring the 18-year-old defender, but Ogbus is not for sale as Freiburg want to keep him. It's not happening, is it? So we might as well move on anyway. And I agree with Jamie. It's not our top priority. We need a left-back, we need a midfielder, and we need a Somerville replacement. And if that's Johnny Rowe, absolutely amazing. But we will have to wait and see. Raksaki now. You're not an Arsenal fan. Sorry, Tijan, and I apologise. The only reason is because it looks like you've got that old school Tony Adams, Ian Wright, Arsenal. Is everyone else seeing that? The neck on it is the JVC Arsenal strip. Is all I can see. That's all I can see. That's why. So apologies, bro. No, that's the point, though, isn't it? That's the point we're making. Did he, or is... Yeah. I don't think he did, anyway. But anyway, let's move. We've spoke about that. No, you can't see that either. Ah, so it is... See, it is an Arsenal kit. So it is the Arsenal kit. So there you go. I was right, Mr. Dodo. So I was there. Any more Spurs players you can loan from us? I would love the Swedish guy, Bergvin. But I think he might get a look in. Spence, no. We took Rowe on. Who else have you got? You know why you can see it, bro? Because it is it. Because he just confirmed it. So Mr. Dodo is in the bin. Unlucky. Unlucky. Do you remember that? Lucas Leiva. Unlucky. Take Archie back. Yeah. Oh, God, I've got something stuck under my chair. Joe got ball knowledge. Yeah, man, I know these things. I watched football. What about Ben Davies? I would take Ben Davies, yeah. 100%. You would take Spence back? No. No, please. Red Ball Network. I must have scouted links. We need a left back. Yeah, maybe. Right, one player that's probably not going to come now, if we're being totally honest, is your man Raksake. Can't see it happening now, can you? When did I get this message? Was this last night? No, it was this morning, this. Yeah, it was this morning, right. I'm going to show you the latest update from Alan Nixon's Patreon. 1 second. Someone hooks me up with a Patreon because he's blocked me. You don't even have to do all bad, really, to be fair. He's just a Donny with the block. So Raksaki's not going to happen now, is it? I don't think, because he's got too many options. This is the latest update. That was around about 10 AM, I think. Sheffield United are willing to offer Raksaki a bumper pay rise to join them on loan from Palace. Blades are hoping that an increase in the Widesman's wages will swing the chase for his signature. Raksaki came through the ranks at the Eagles and is on a modest deal. Sheffield United are prepared to give him a salary for the season that will vastly increase his earnings. Palace is still wanting to work out a loan fee from clubs for the player who has several championship suitors. QPR willing to pay that cash. Hull City will also find the funds before dealing with the player's terms. Leeds could come in if they failed to do a deal with Johnny Rowe. The size of the package has put off other interested parties as Palace tried to close the deal soon, and Raksaki's fan club scramble. Raksaki's fan club. I don't understand it. But yeah, the clubs that are after Raksaki scramble for his signature. Listen, we're not getting him. We won't be able to guarantee him. It's not even about game time with Raksaki in the same as like a Bueno, etc. as we spoke previously about. I just think these other clubs will guarantee him that, whereas we won't. You know, we won't, will we? So I think we'll move on from that. As we know, Freiburg, Walsall, Ogbus, and yeah, I think that's it, maybe. I think that's it on the latest Leeds United updates, if we're being totally honest. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get to some of the chat. As a neutral fan, I look at your team. It's good enough to get promoted, just needs a little bit more depth for a 46-game season. Yeah, you bang on the money, Daniel. Come on, you Spurs. Big up to you, brother. Sheffield United have a points deduction from not making their transfer payments. What is it, though? It's 2 or 3, innit? It's nothing. I swear it's nothing. Yeah. Listen, we're going to talk about it tonight because I think I've done that. That's one of the questions that I'm preparing for Ben. Because we've got Benjamin Bloom at 8 o'clock and I'm actually preparing that because I want to talk to him about like Wednesday and Danny Rowe, what he found. Sheffield United, have I been underestimating them? Kiefer Moore, Callum O'Hare, Alfie Gilchrist, Raksaki. Who's the left back? They got Burrows. You're looking at it and going, is Chris Wilder building his new Sheffield United side? Do you know what I mean? Are they on the rope? So maybe I did. Talk about the newly promoted. I want to talk to him about Scott Parker. Just some things. So we're just going to fire questions and have a chinwag at 8 o'clock. Yes, there is, but I'm still waiting to hear off a couple of the lads, actually. You've just reminded me. So Rotherham are in. They're obviously League One now, but they're in. So Matt's in, Hal's in at Sheffield United, Ash is in at Sheff Wednesday. Myself, waiting to hear from Hull, Ant, obviously. And we're waiting to hear from Cossie. I need to find Cossie because we need Cossie back. We definitely need Cossie. I think him and Hal will be absolutely great. So I'm gonna do that now. Actually, I'm gonna message them straight away to find out what the actual dealio is. If I'm honest, because it's supposed to be tomorrow, right? No, Thursday at 6. So that'll be fun. A lot of fun. Make sure you check out Football Prizes. I don't know. Yeah, it is, man. Do you know what? It's only going to get better as well. I think with the likes of Hal being involved, Cossie, and if we can keep it going over time, it could really develop. I think it'd be really good. It doesn't do as great as some of the other shows, but I think a lot of people have asked. If Raksaki dealer's off and we cannot come to an agreement for Rowe, I don't know. We've been linked to Sonty Hansen. That's a good point. I spoke to the guy that brought that story this morning, actually, 5 hours ago, to say, is there anything more on the stuff? And he said, not for now. Like I said, there is interest, but not more than that for now. And that was around about 9 a.m. because I was up early. So I actually messaged the guy, Sander Janssen, he's called, the guy who broke that story. And he said there's nothing as of yet. Hansen commented on Somerville's post. There you go. Well, there's a perfect example of what you can do if you do come to Leeds United, isn't it? Like, that would be his. Yeah, the nap was good. The Mateo Joseph, that's what we're calling it from now on. The Mateo Joseph was good. Yeah, so I'm going to go now and speak to the White Rose Rivals crew. I'll see you back at 8 o'clock, yeah? See you back at 8 o'clock, where I'm going to be talking with Benjamin Bloomington in a little bit more detail. Thanks always for tuning in. Smash a like on your way out. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out now.